Okay, so over the last few months we've been talking about protection, and to carry on that theme, this month we're going to talk about group life assurance schemes specifically, and the sort of interaction with them and pension legislation, and how potentially there could be tax payable on the benefits that are paid out from these schemes. Now, the reason for that is that pretty much all group life assurance schemes are written under pension legislation. They are registered schemes, and with pension legislation comes a term called the lifetime allowance. Now, this was introduced in 2006 when there was a whole raft of new pension legislation that came in at that stage. And the lifetime allowance basically is a figure above which individuals will pay an excess tax on benefits as they are taken, and that basically is all their accumulated pension assets and their group life assurance benefits if they're sort of taken at one stage. Now, in 2006 the lifetime allowance figure was initially set at 1.5 million. Over the next couple of years that increased to £1.8 million by 2010. Currently the figure, because we've had a series of pension reforms since then, and currently the lifetime allowance figure is £1.25 million, and from April this year that is reducing again to £1 million. Now, there has been various forms of protection that individuals can take out over the years to protect these higher figures as they've been available, but it's not everybody's been eligible. And secondly, it's not been suitable for everybody, because for a lot of people who wish to continue accruing pension benefits and contributing to pension schemes, and certain forms of protection will stop you from doing that. Back in 2006, when the lifetime allowance was introduced, 1.5 million, it was always perceived that it would be a potential problem for certain individuals with larger pension assets, etc. But that problem now is becoming a much bigger problem, and more people are getting trapped within that, particularly people with group life assurance benefits, because they also are tested against this actual figure. Typically, the people that will be caught by this reduction, say over the last few years, of the lifetime allowance are senior employees of these schemes. Typically the senior employee will have a higher salary, and they're likely to have higher accumulated pension assets. Just to give you a sort of a very simple, brief example of how that could work, we'll take the senior employee earning £120,000 per annum in a group life assurance scheme that pays out 6 times salaries, a death in service benefit, and also that individual has accumulated pension benefits of £500,000 that could come from a variety of schemes over the years that that person has accumulated. Now, if that individual dies, the group life assurance scheme would pay out 6 times £120,000 or £720,000, plus the pension fund £500,000. So a total of 1.22 million would be tested against the lifetime allowance, and if we say that happens after this April, when the lifetime allowance will be reduced to 1 million, there will be an excess of 220,000, which would be taxed at 55%. So the tax payable would be £121,000. So you can appreciate we could be talking some big numbers here for these individuals. Now, it may be that as an individual you feel that this could apply to yourself, but substantially you may be running a company with a group life assurance scheme in place, and you may feel that this certainly applied to some of the members within that scheme. And the problem for a company is that they don't know the extent of people's individual pension assets. They may know what the group life assurance scheme would pay out, but they're not aware of individuals' pension assets. It is possible to set up these group life assurance schemes under alternative types of arrangements that wouldn't fall under pension legislation, such as accepted group life policy schemes, and also relevant life policies, which is something that I spoke about last time. These are potential solutions, pros and cons of either or both, and basically if you're an individual that feel that you are or could be affected by this issue, or as a person that's running a company, that you feel that this could affect some of the members within your company, then we'd be more than happy to speak to you and advise accordingly. So please contact us.